show.
You got a little fucking power. It's not your show.
It's half my show. Go fuck yourself.
No,
It's his show. He just doesn't get paid.
You freelawed of the Dabbler because you didn't have a fucking following like you did Carl.
He's right.
Fag.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah, you
fag.
That's exactly how this happened.
You do. You freeload off people for followers.
Okay, so Chad, how come of all the people you freeloaded off over the years, Anthony at the Compound Media, Kevin Brennan, you freeloaded off. So you've hitched your wagon to so many fucking people, and you're still a loser.
Everybody, you fucking talk over everybody. You won't let anyone talk. Because you're a fucking scared little bitch.
Go ahead.
Hides behind a potato filter. You
hide
like a bitch. You hide like a bitch. You're a bitch, Cardiff.
Yeah, but Chad,
bitch.
Chad, the difference is
to my face, motherfucker.
How about
because you're a coward. You're a coward.
Chad, can I
get off my back, motherfucker? I called in to talk to Rocco.
I'm not Nick Swartzen. I've never touched your back. Listen.
Was that your idea of a joke?
Yes, it was my idea of a joke because you take it in the ass for Nick Swartzen. Yes, I stink. Chad, you sat there for 2 weeks. Mute him. Get the fuck out of here. Hang up on this piece of shit. Yeah. No, you didn't. You backed out 3 times. You had 3 different opportunities to back out. Yes, it was you. We read it the other night on Thursday Night Hackdown. Okay. Yes. I troll everybody. I've got nothing. Then why are you even addressing me? You're a big celebrity comedian. You called my show. Okay. Yeah, I've only. All right. Yeah, it was Super Tip. SuperTip.g.
Great as a potato online. Your whole life
is my whole life. 4 hours a week.
It is. Life. You watch Chad, all of it.
We watch you every day you watch you every fucking day coming on stream saying, I don't watch any of this. This sucks.
I don't watch your show. I don't. I watched this show from time to time, and I was watching it, and I called in for Rocco, not you. This isn't your show. It's not. It's Dabblers.
He's right.
Like, is WATP your show too, or do you just cling on to these fucks for followers?
Yes, I cling on for followers.
I'm about to come on this stream. Oh, my light isn't even on. I'm about to come on the stream and start yelling at Chad, and then I'll try and. I'm so fucking hungover. Oh, hold on. The light's terrible. I know. I got a fucking. I'm so hungover right now.
I have a fun hangover.
Oh, I did not have a fun hangover, and I may or may not be doing a gig tonight in Jersey. We'll talk about that. But now let's watch me fight with Chad, shall we?
Do.
That's what I.
No one was watching you before.
Chad, why were you a part of Compound Media?
Watching you.
Why were you a part of All Things Funny? Why were you part of anything you've ever done in your career?
I was on All Things Funny.
Whatever the fucking show you were, this Punch Drunk Sports, whatever
All
the fuck
Things
it was.
Funny. It was All Things Funny.
Okay. Doxed. What? Okay, big fucking deal. I said the wrong name of the shitty show you were on before. What was the point? What was the point of every show you've ever been part of?
If someone misspeaks or says a word wrong, you have to hone in on it. So I did exactly what you do.
No, Chad, the difference is when we do it to you, you get all butthurt. And I don't give a fuck.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Go ahead.
Chad, what do you want? He's coming in. Poor people. Chad, that's on the woman. Chad, that's a woman with a vagina. A vagina doesn't look like Nick Swartzen's ass. She's a little boy.
Gino, get off speakerphone. Gino, get off speakerphone.
Oh, sorry about that. I wanted my wife to hear gay Chad. Is that better? I apologize. Gino needs backup from his bitch. I'm sorry, Gino's the bitch. He needs backup from his alpha male woman. See how I let Chad talk because it's embarrassing enough? Now, Chad, you lied.
Gino,
You literally tweeted.
what's it like being in front of a big audience? What's it like talking in front of a big audience instead of
That
13
doesn't
people?
change this big audience for me doesn't change the fact you lied, Chad. You understand? Stop changing the subject.
Well, you
Why
lied.
did you tweet that I got you? Why did you tweet that I got you banned at Rodney's, which you knew was a lie? You were welcome there, but you didn't want to pay for a ticket because you gay people have dual income.
Gino, 100%. I did not want to pay for a ticket to see you, Kiki, and Stuttering John because you guys aren't comics.
Well, then there you go. Then why didn't you show up and say that?
Because it would have been a quick turnaround and it wasn't worth my time.
Then why did you lie and say you were coming? Why didn't you say that on the air rather than say you were coming and you
I had every intention on coming. Sam Morrell was taping a special in downtown Tampa. Swartzen was in town.
Drink. He dropped another name. Everyone drink.
All right.
Sam Morrell's taping stopped you?
I literally
is that the gayest trip ever? Oh, well, Sam Morrell was doing a special. You're not even good enough to be stupid, Chad. You're not even stupid enough to be stupid.
Thanks for letting me talk.
Talk. It's hilarious.
I would have to fly out at 5 a.m., go to the LaGuardia Airport, and it was
Chad, why didn't you say all this when you were talking about coming out? This is your man's lie. You're so fucking dumb. It's insulting how stupid you're going to be done insulted by how
dead in 5 years. You're going to be dead in 5 years. You're an alcoholic. You're a piece of shit.
And you're going to be a gay liar. Just don't change the subject.
That's a lie. You're lying.
You're lying.
Cardiff, jump in. Cardiff, he needs help. Kiki, jump in. He needs help.
No, you're doing fine.
Gino, you're a piece of shit. You're a loser.
And you're a gay liar. Take it from a piece of shit. You're gay and you lie.
Dude, there's evidence of you making out with men and sucking dildos.
And how does that make you straight, Chad?
Kiki probably pegs you at night. That's who you are, Gino.
No, Daddy doesn't like the pegging. That's not how Daddy do.
Don't call yourself Daddy. It's embarrassing.
Sorry, Daddy doesn't.
Not like the Z-Man.
Gino, when you say that, you're projecting. That's what you are. That's like when Melton calls someone a fat loser, because that's what he is. That's what you are. You're a gay man.
So I'm projecting. So I'm gay and that makes you straight, Chad?
Chad, you do realize we could turn that on you and say that you're also projecting.
Yeah, didn't you scream faggot at the potato 3 times when you opened your brilliant diatribe, retard?
You did.
Yeah, I couldn't, because you wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. It was frustrating.
Yes. It's sexually frustrating. I know,
Chad. Kind of like talking to you. It's very frustrating.
I'm letting you talk, Chad. No, I'm letting you talk.
I just tried to talk and you just interrupted.
Eventually, I have to cut you off. But you're free to talk.
You literally burned our friendship. You burned it to the ground.
You called me the move. You lied. You lied, Chad. By the way, can someone explain to me?
This is what drives me nuts about Chad. This is what drives me nuts. I'll be right back. I spilled coffee. Not bad. Hold on.
Exactly. You read other people's text messages. You read everyone's text messages. You threw Aaron M. Holt in jail. They're on the ass.
We need one person at a time.
Chad, we haven't heard much from Chad.
Chad.
Can I ask Chad one question?
Go ahead.
If I was the mole, and anyone that followed TM Zumach knows that went on for months, but I was the mole that called Chad the night drunk when we've been fighting for 2 years at that point, after he stole catalytic converters, lied about Anthony.
That's a lie.
Oh, see that? Do you notice how everything else is true? And he's like, that's actually a lie. Thanks for the tell. How was I the mole for 2 months, but I called you once and you had information from months before? How, Chad?
You got drunk. You called Ski Mask. You called Ken Mosca. You called me. You told everyone. Gavin came in and fired everyone. And I understand you're
He didn't fire me, Chad, and he didn't fire Chrissy, so you just lied again. We didn't get fired till 2.
This is what gets me about Chad. Like, something's wrong with Chad. Like, it's not that he lies. Let me rephrase that. It's not as bad as it looks. It's not just that Chad lies. It's so insulting. Does anyone else get it? When Chad lies, it's so insulting because it's the dumbest lie. And he thinks he thinks you're stupid enough to believe it. And then it's not just that. It's that if you think that story keeps growing. I called Ski Mask. If you don't know Ski Mask, who Ski Mask is, it's the guy Doodle predicted would die in Chad's death pool, and he kept the money because Chad's a criminal. Chad lies about everything, but the one thing he doesn't lie about is being straight or me being the mole, even though when I said to him, how do you explain that I said, and I'm not the mole? He's all but said I'm not the mole. He's like, well, no one cares anymore. You're willing to burn a friendship, and that's Chad lying. Me and Chad were never friends. We were friends, but I have my friends, okay? There are people I am tight with. Anthony Cumia is my friend. Sorry to disappoint all the fucking dipshits that fucking, and by the way, I'm this close to being out of the Stuttering John business. I can't speak for my wife. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm fine with John, okay? But me and Keanu carried the show last night, okay? Sheba Mason came by and did a guest spot, and she was also really good, okay? Jimmy Palumbo walked right off stage, and I'm not slighting Jimmy because Jimmy Palumbo, trust me, if the circumstances were different, I would have kept going. But Jimmy Palumbo went on stage. It was a madhouse. And I told fucking Matt, I told Johnny, I said, you should put me up right before John. I said, put me up right before John. He didn't. So I did. I crushed. I got it out of the way. Palumbo goes up right before John, and Anthony gets walked out by police. And he's like, I'm not fucking dealing with this madhouse. And rightfully so, I wouldn't have done it. He walked off. So he didn't do any time. Okay. And then John went up and fucking literally, I don't know who gave him that idea. I like Ava, but if she's like, this is a great idea, John got what he deserved for listening to someone who's not a comedian. Am I wrong? So again, for carrying the show, what me and Keanu got, other than obliterated. Later. Yep. What's that? Yeah. Oh, by the way. Yeah, I'm in my underwear. I don't care, guys. I'm literally in my underwear. Look at that. Oh, is it rated? Ooh. I still have not. You're lucky I have underwear on. Stacks 813, John killed. So again, Doodle thinks Ava stinks. Keanu has told me that. She's like, we love you, Doodle. I have no problem with Ava, but I do. I love Keanu's like, Doodle does not. And I cannot give you a better compliment, Doodle, than my wife is always like, Doodle does not like Ava. But we're ride or die with you, Doodle. You know that. So we respect your opinion. But she's like, I love Doodle. Doodle was in the chat when I was fighting with Chad. Get him, Gene. I highly respect a person named Doodle I've never met. I just love her. And look, I love Ava. I don't know her, but I have no problem with her. But I love Ozone. He just wrote, Ava is a monster. And if Ava read Florgon, you didn't help. And Florgon just wrote, I was able to get a picture with Michael Gavin Ali. See, we're all winners. Biscuits, I had a great set last night, and let me tell you why. Okay? Tukey Puppet, Ava is epic levels of Is Tukey Puppet Tukey? I don't know. Oh, no, it's Took Puppet. It's not. Of course, I had a good set, and I'll tell you why, Biscuits, and thank you for saying that, Cal Patty. Cumia has, Mr. White, shout out, buddy. What was I going to say? It's so unimportant. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Let me do this real fast because I'm dying. There's a good chance I'm not doing the show tonight, and for good reason. It's not a bad thing. I'll talk about that in a little bit. My wife is probably still going to do it. Gifted is thank you for the gifted sub. Who got the gifted sub? I didn't even see who got the gifted sub. And I was going to stream stuff last night for my locals, but I didn't because I was so fucking drunk. I wasn't drunk till after the show, but I don't think anyone got the gifted. Oh, there it is. William Yoder got the gifted membership. There you go. You're welcome. And thank you. And Mr. White, thank you for the 5.
Turn off your TV behind you.
Why?
Like
oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, by the way, again, there is not enough electrolytes and coffee in the world to snap Gino out of what he looks like today. Oh, but yeah. And El Harible just got back to me. Oh, fuck, I missed all of this. Streaming. Hold on, I'm streaming live now. Hold on, guys. Didn't get to you in time for the raid. Love ya, pal. Thanks for letting me. Why am I not speech to text in this? Hold on. Sorry, people. Guys, I'm not gonna look. This is what you get. This is what you get. I'm so fucking hungover. Oh, El Harible is like, I'm sorry. You never need. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I'm texting with. Oh, there's coffee everywhere, people. I'm an absolute hungover disaster. Hold on. You never need to apologize, my man. Thanks so much, buddy. And my favorite part of today was whenever someone brought me up, you said, he's so handsome. And then the guy goes, he looks like you. Exactly! Exclamation point. So, yeah. So thank you for your patience while I try and get my feet underneath me, hanging like a tree. I am. My God. But again, there's not enough electrolytes and coffee in the world to snap Gino what he looks like today. I'm going to have to start drinking, and I'm probably going to ditch the show tonight. My wife is probably still going to do it. But here's the thing, and I'm putting this out there. I talked to the guy. Like me and Keanu, I'm sorry. Me and Keanu carried that show last night, and I'll tell you why again, okay? Because we're comedians, okay? And Sheba did a guest spot, and she was great. John McCarthy, the host, just booked it, and all he wanted to do was fucking throw a bunch of people up. So you had a guy that went up and dressed like Rodney Dangerfield and did his act, and that was fun. But that's, you could watch that online. And then he fell down the stairs. And then Sheba did a guest spot. She did great. Then Keanu went up and she did great. And then Daddy went up and he killed because my act fucking, even when they're talking, I addressed the room. I dragged them in. It was great. I had a blast. And then who went up after me? Was that Palumbo?
I went up after you.
Oh, yeah. Keanu went up after me. She crushed. And then Palumbo went up after Keanu, and that's when Anthony fucking was walked out by the police. So it was a madhouse, and Palumbo was like, I'm not doing this, and I don't blame him. I would have done it because I love the entropy. But Palumbo was like, I'm not doing this shit, and he walked off. And then John went up and read fucking a script, which was bullshit. Rocco wrote, thanks for joining the phone. Dude, you're fucking great at it, man. And, dude, I made peace with so many people last night, but I will never make peace with Ray DeVito. Yeah, I did. I made peace with so many people. Like, let me tell you, there's something about and I've said this in my act, there's something about, I hate what YouTube is doing to the world. Like, it's like Lou when he's around a schoolyard. Sweet Lou Monaco. And then he fell down the stairs. You cannot make it up. The fucking guy that dressed like Rodney Dangerfield, fucking.
All the way down.
He fell down. He got done. And what did someone say to Kevin Brennan? The stairs didn't give him any respect. And I think I might be out of the Kevin Brennan business again. Did John get paid? I'm sure he did. Did John get paid? Fuck yeah. I don't know that he got paid. I know me and Keanu got paid, and I was really expecting more. We basically got Friday night spot pay, which I'm fine with, right? I'm fine with it. Do I think me and Keanu deserve more? Yeah. Do I think based on what the door did, we deserve more? Yeah. But when you agree to do a show, then make sure you know what you're getting paid or don't bitch. Okay? Which leads me to tonight. I reached out to Johnny McCarthy and I said, look, I'm not going over the bridge if this is another, because I assumed this was a show where Keanu was going to feature. I was just driving her, so they were going to let me do a guest spot. And John was headlining. That's what I thought. Or maybe I'd even host or Keanu would host. I thought it was a 3-person show. But again, this is another one of those shows where John goes last and they try and milk the door. And that's fine by fucking me. But I'm not doing another fucking, another $100 spot, spending half of that to drive back and forth. Not when I'm this fucking totaled from the last show. And again, last night, God forgive me, I cannot complain. Like, it was stolen money to fucking hang out with Anthony. And I'm telling you, I'm going to tease this out. I'm talking with Anthony now. Obviously, it's common sense to start doing comedians at the compound shows there. Oh, God. Good night, mister. I'm so mad. I was going to bring my laptop for you to fix. But thank you for coming by. Glad I could get you in. What a runaway train. Good night, Mister's in the chat, baby. We love. Good night, Mister. Adore you. Whenever I see him, I just kiss his fucking perfectly shaved head. I fucking love the turn. I yelled that last night, didn't I? I'm probably not doing the show. They can't afford me. They can't afford me. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I love this guy. I love this Johnny McCarthy guy, but I really like. I'm not like Keanu. Keanu, you're still doing the show, right? I'll make sure you get there. I don't want to drive you, but like, I reached out to Stuttering John has to go, right? Yeah, I don't want you. I love John, but I don't want you going with him. I think that'd be a very uncomfortable ride. Didn't he give you a talking to last night? What's okay. He may or may not have. I don't want to step on my wife's toes. She's got Mark the owner on tomorrow. Stack's laughing at me. I'm sure they can't afford. They can't. Watch this, Stack. You're gonna love this if you're trolling me. They can't. Think how little they're offering me if they can't. Think how little the show pays if they can't afford me. Does that make you happy? I love you, buddy. Were you there, biggest ET man? So again, you got to know your worth, and it's not worth me. It was so worth hanging out last night. Fucking everyone on the show, I loved it. Great catching up with Palumbo. It really was. Then afterwards, we went to our old hang. Me, Keanu. Ant went to the place Iggy's, fucking brought a lot of the crew with us. I made peace with, I gave Zenhauser a hug, and I said to him, let's start. Let's start today. Let's start over today. He's like, you phone? I'm like, nope, we'll start today. He fucking sent me an email today. He's like, hey, I was talking to Mark the owner. He wants to book me. Can I have his email? Boom. Tell him I said you're great. Same thing. I'm not mad at Shuley. I gave Carl a big hug fucking while I'm doing my set. Like, and this is the thing. If Carl fucking had talked about this, I told him, if you talked about that on the YouTube stream, I'd lose my mind. I'm like fucking doing my sets, going great. Some music plays in the middle. I still don't know if someone was fucking me or not. I ride it out, and then I'm getting the crowd back, and watch this. Carl's in the back like this, just holding it up, and I'm like, and I just wink, and I'm like, you motherfucker. But that's what buddies do. Although he might have been serious, I don't fucking know. John McCarthy, only John is coming from New York. You don't want to go with John. I think he lives in Jersey. Oh, God. You know what we do? Fucking, watch this. Find someone with a car and give them a guest spot. I'd love your thoughts on this on the chat. Like, by the way, how many people are in here? 86 people on YouTube. Wonderful. Look at me fucking taking the residuals. Thank you so much. By the way, shout out. $1 sent from OSR Edgelord. I got it. I'm bad with OSR Edgelord. Sent $1. Gino's face was priceless when the boss slapped that chooch. Yeah. And if you look at that video, I'm sure you've seen it 30 times. Like, before I even saw the video, shout out, thanks for the $1, OSR Edgelord. Welcome aboard. And I'll again, fuck YouTube. I'm gonna make it a banner and just put it up every now and then. YouTube's fucking with me. So if you guys want to fucking Venmo or PayPal, it's hold on. There you go. I'm just gonna do that. Save. Yeah, and again, this is what you're getting today. Because I'm so fucking hungover. I was talking about it before I even saw that on the thing. Before I saw the video, I said Anthony didn't lunge at the guy or anything. The guy was in his face, and if you look at the video, the guy was so much in fucking Anthony's face that his nose, it looked like he was looking through a peephole. Anthony looked like the reverse peephole episode of Seinfeld. And that's why his hand just fucking went, and I saw it. Like, he just grabbed his fucking glasses and fucking threw them on the ground like a goddamn ninja. Like a fucking ninja is what it was. Oh, fuck yeah. So, yeah. It was fantastic what Anthony did. And I'm sorry, the guy called him a racist. He called him a pedophile. And Anthony, he's like, who's Sue Lightning? A transvestite. Who are you? A guy that fucking doesn't. And then he called Anthony a scumbag. And then Anthony whacked the glasses off his fucking head. Hold on. And by the way, John wrote, I don't mind if you can't come. I will make it work. And he'll try and get some more money to us from last night. But again, see, she said Dab first 10. Yeah, it was bullshit. And again, when the cops walked Anthony out, he just answered the questions. I think there's video footage of that. I was inside preparing for my set. Who Are You was classic. Rich Osborne, the In-Out Water guy, the way you clipped that together. Oh my God. I'm gonna show it right now. I'm gonna show it right fucking now. But again, like, I can't imagine that guy just wants attention. Apparently someone tweeted that the guy was at another debate or something, and he did something like that. And he does it just for the clicks and the attention. It's such fucking bullshit. Yeah. Oh, look, here it is.
Because I'm disgusted.
He's such a fucking weasel. Hey, Trader Joe, is this your guy? I don't know who this guy is. I'll show the Who Are You in a sec, but this is the guy that Anthony fucking whacked with Nick Shirley. Like Nick Shirley, he's in a Nick Shirley video. Look at this.
So I'm not even shaking your hand. You're shaking. You're shaking. Is that what you just said? Because I'm just
typical. Look at him. Typical liberal fucking attention-seeking fucking weasel.
You're shivering.
You just called this guy not American and Azerbaijani. That's verbatim what you just said in live stream.
You're the homophobic.
So you're xenophobic out here, saying he's not a nationality.
I'm homophobic and xenophobic, and I'm coming for Nick Shirley's ass.
Take your mask off. Right?
Yeah.
At least we know who we're.
I'm coming for your ass, dude.
Loser. See me getting Kevin Brennan's face? That was great. By the way, there's one for all the trolls. Oh my God. It's me, Anthony Keanu, hanging out. This was after Keanu said, I hate you both. You know, this was after Missy called and screamed it. Are you stupid? None of that happened because we're friends and we had drinks. Let me tell you right now, I wish the Dabbleverse was right and me and Anthony weren't friends and I might feel like I was alive today. God, did we do shots? God, did we? I mean, Anthony only did one. I don't want to kill him. But again, sorry to destroy your narrative. Why can't I find the goddamn Who Are You? Good one, boss. Gino laughing in the back killed me. Fucking I should have said good one. There's me on stage. Why can't I find the fucking Who Are You clip? Come on. Is this it? Hollering with the hammer? No.
Even creepy Brian McCarthy. I was so happy to see him.
Oh, good Lord. God. Why can't I find... Put it in the chat. I'm fucking losing my mind. Why can't I find it? No, look, I'm hungover and you will all fucking deal with me. Frankie's doing great so far. I can't. I'm losing my mind. I can't find it. It's bugging me. It's fucking bugging me so much that I can't find it. Oh my God. It's bugging me so much that I can't find this stupid clip. Hold on. Jesus. I'll find it. Nope. Here it is. Jesus Christ. Like fucking pulling teeth. Sorry, guys. This is fantastic. Hold on. Boom. Classic and home.
Who are you?
Who are you? Hey, look, that's how close he was in Anthony's face. Fucking, it's like he's looking through a reverse peephole.
Who are you?
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 Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? I thought you let.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
But again, that's how much they were in Anthony's face. That's how fucking close he was with the fucking thing going like this. Yeah, but he had like one of those. He's like, yeah, just you're a scumbag. What do you think Anthony was going to do? What do you think he was going to do? Cumia is, oh wait, come on. Cumia is a, wonder. Come on. Come on, Reeves Supercut. Come on. You guys are killing me. You guys are fucking killing me. Yeah, but my face was priceless when that chooch got slapped. Thank you, Curtis John. Take that down for a sec. Put me here. I like this better. I believe you love Goodnight, Mr. More Than Me. Well, at least Peter loves me bunches. Come on. You know that's not true. In fact, I can prove that's not true. Look, you're like, are you saying this never happened? You're saying this never happened. Come on. You're saying this never happened. Come on. I don't know what's going on with this. I can't bother. So, yeah. I was telling Mint about gaping Victoria. So, yeah, I don't know what went on there last night outside while Daddy was living the dream. But, look. Oh, look at Pete Loads. Yes, that never happened. Look, and I did, like, it got feisty last night. Like, I got in Kevin Brennan's face because I'm sorry that I don't have time. Like, I made Peter, you would have been so proud of me, big brother. You would have been so proud of me. I made peace with so many people. I really did. I acted like it because you know your little brother, Pete. I'm a good guy. I fucking shook hands with Zenhauser. I said, I'm done with this shit. Let's start over. He's like, you got it. I fucking gave I gave Carl a hug. But I did get a little feisty with one Kevin Brennan because Kevin Brennan is a very funny comedian. So when I see him at a comedy club with his cell phone, just dabbling, just doing stupid shit, well, that leads to interactions like I'll find it because it's all over. It's all over the internet, me yelling at him. Oh, here it is. It leads to interactions like this. Hold on. Buying some time. I got a little feisty with Kevin Brennan. This wasn't even it, though. Watch this. People should know that. Are you filming? Okay, what's the question? Start to.
Stuttering John was a great recommendation.
I didn't recommend him.
Then why do you book him?
Okay, what's the question? Start to.
Stuttering John was a great recommendation.
I didn't recommend him.
Then why do you book him?
He's like, why did I book him? This is how, like, I love being in the room with a guy so he could blow his shit out of the water. I was booked because John was on the show.
No, but you're a regular here, so you must have told me.
Oh, are we going to do the pass thing like a faggot like Chad would say? Why do you do that bit with the pass? Wait, and maybe I'm going to slight the guys I just said I had made peace with, but the thing is, this is so beneath the brilliant comedian Kevin Brennan is. That's why I'm getting, and by the way, someone's like, Gino looks terrible. I think I look pretty good here. This is as good as I'm going to get. By the way, High Pitch Eric gave me a La Finca cigar. I might try and have a cigar in a little bit, but I'm yapping too much. So let's watch a little more of this. Wait, I'm not even past here. Isn't that a bit you're doing? Get your bullshit together with your stories. I'm a big fan, but what do you want?
I'm saying, how did Stuttering John get on this guy's radar?
Johnny McCarthy booked him on this show.
Who's Johnny McCarthy?
The guy that booked this show.
Is he in jail right now? He should be in jail.
Be better. You're funny. Go on. Say start from who's Johnny McCarthy and do another joke. I got it.
No, so this guy didn't know Stuttering. He just booked anybody off the street?
Who?
The guy who wants to fucking club.
Mark, who Chad said wrote a letter and lied about it. Why do you do this? You're better than me. Admit Chad's a fag. Admit Chad's gay and you lie for him. Admit that you let Chad. Admit that. Why don't I care? Why does Chad? Answer one question? Why does Chad care and not me?
Vince.
Yeah. Way to change the subject. Vince. Now I can answer that question because shout out Weege. Kevin is a fool. I can answer that question because he did not want to. It matters to Chad because Chad's not a funny comedian. Chad worries about what people think. I'll say it again. I didn't care if people. I was a little surprised I didn't see any videos of my set, but I'm sure it wouldn't have done the narrative it wouldn't have been done the narrative any good, I should say. That's all well and good because Daddy crushes. Especially you give me a full room at a comedy club, it's fish in a barrel. Okay, now. That brings me to something else I just saw in my feed that needs to be addressed. Because while I was making peace with people, while I was losing my patience with Kevin Brennan, okay, because again, if you don't get that what Kevin needs to stay in his home and fucking broadcast. He does. Because I'm telling you right now, Kevin needs to stay in his home and broadcast because he's great at it. He's great at being miserable. But when he goes and just tries to say dabbly bullshit and someone can yell at him back, he's so used to sitting there and saying bullshit lies about me. And yet I don't get mad when he lies about me anymore because that's just how Kevin talks. Okay? And he makes ridiculous shit up and people love it. And I often watch, although I think I'm going to fucking take a break from Kevin because he really reminded me how what he does is beneath him. Because when Kevin Brennan's in a comedy club and people like a Rodney Dangerfield impersonator are on stage, okay, and other people are walking off, then something's wrong with the universe, especially if Kevin thinks what he's doing is fucking warm as twat in here. Especially if Kevin thinks what he's doing is productive, because it ain't. Well, I'm going to need to see that number before I get in the car because I'm exhausted. And if I drive all that way, yeah.
John doesn't even know what he's saying. He's like, how much? Because I didn't tell John.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother him with it. But yeah, he gave us $50.
Yeah. The money we got for what me and Keanu did last night, it was a slap. I felt like it was a slap in the face. And it was. Okay. And when they're like, well, they start to I've always been raised, and I've said this, I'm like, when I used to do Quizzo, you saw the pictures of it. We did it at a lot of bars. And I would always say, here's how it works. I always say, throw that in the white trash laundry. I always say, here's how it works. I'm like, we're going to do a show, okay? And you're going to pay us X amount of dollars. You know, it was like $300 or $500, whatever. And you're going to pay me every week and be thrilled to pay me. And when you're not thrilled to pay me, then you'll fire us and we'll just come back to drinking at this bar. And it worked fabulously. And I love being good at what I do. And I love getting paid. Like, let me tell you, Anthony always paid us handsomely. And he was happy to do it until he wasn't. Until he was losing money. Shout out Chris Mack. Fucking, he's in ice. Same thing. So when I get paid and I'm not happy, and the way he pays you is, here you go. Just real quick. Yeah. When he just fucking hands you the money real fast and doesn't make eye contact, that's not how I want to get paid. Okay. So again, when he says when John says he's going to make it right.
He said, I'll call him, I'll talk to him, and I'll have him make it right.
Yeah. Again, that tells me nothing.
I don't know, but that's,
Of course, I had a great set. I'll say it again, biggest DT, man. There's no excuse for me not to have a great set. I'm in a full house, and say what you want, but while everyone gets caught up in the Dabbleverse, a lot of the people came there. Like Anthony, even though Anthony, I betrayed him. I love shattering the stupid narrative. Shattering the stupid narrative of the Dabbleverse is what I live for.
Anthony said
yeah.
One of my jokes with him, and Anthony got Jim, you stepped on my joke, and he was like this. He's like, I love you.
Yeah.
But people can't stand that.
Yeah, they can't. And I'm telling you, I'll say this again. The way fucking he not just talks to me, I've said it before. My wife's funny. I'm sorry. And you know what? Anthony talks to Keanu like he would a comedian. And who was the other? Oh, I told the story to someone, the story I always tell. Or I told Palumbo the story. Or the last 3 minutes when someone raised their hand and said, and I love hanging out with the comedy club because I'm hanging out with a comedian. And I'm fucking. Did you ever get to the bottom of that stuff? 151 IQ? To quote Frankie McDonald, Not true, not true, not true. Are you serious, Ozone? Speaking of Ray DeVito, take a look. Look at this. Ray DeVito was at the club. And as much as I said, hey to everyone, and I walked like by him and I pointed at him and I was like, never, Ray. Because Ray gives off this nervous, shitty, look at this.
He would not look at me.
Yeah, he wouldn't look at this. Why is Ray at the club? I'll tell you why Ray is at the club. Okay, this is the Ray. This is Ray. Okay, I don't know what Kevin's doing. He's hacking it up. Ray is sitting there with his beer because he's a drunk. Like, look at that face. That's a face only a fucking father could smoke a cigarette and take a shit while he's showering, love. Let me explain what Ray's doing there. You cannot convince me other than lying. He's like, I had a spot somewhere. Did you see that clip? Where was your spot? Who cares? That's something like the last time I would do that is like I would never hang out at the Cellar on a Friday or Saturday. I would hang it when I was young. I'd hang out at the Cellar all week. You know, like it was such a fun. I wouldn't hang out Friday and Saturday unless I showed up late, coming from a spot, or I showed up late and lied. Actually, didn't even lie and had everyone assume I was coming from a spot. I don't know if I said, oh, I've come from a spot. I doubt I did because I didn't lie back then either. But again, I think that's Mamie. I don't know. Who's the blonde? I'm sure somebody knows. But you cannot convince me Ray isn't hanging out here hoping someone asks him to go up until he realizes I'm on the show and he's like, there's no way I'm getting up. Yeah, there's no way. And maybe that didn't happen. That's what I'm going to believe. That's what I'm going to give myself credit for. That's how it's going to go down. But again, he gives off, Keanu, am I wrong when I say he gives off a douchey, sweaty, negative energy, nervous vibe? Just he is the you know what? He is Albert Breer. That's a terrible thing to say about Albert Breer. But he's Albert Breer without fake. He's Albert Breer without the fake confidence. He is like he's Albert Breer before he got to say, yeah. But you don't think he'd be like, Gino killed like me. He's just gross to me. He's gross. Yeah, he gives up. It literally, like sometimes my wife gets so nervous, it makes me nervous. Okay? Ray gets so, it's just that. He's like, you're around and you're like, this guy makes me nervous. And not because he's about to shoot up a school. No, it's not that at all. I don't think that's it at all. Okay? I don't know what it is, but it is fucking unnerving to be around him. By the way, shout out Leslie and Bill. Fucking, I feel like the last two times you came out to see me, we didn't get to hang. Next time you come out, fucking, we're hanging. Don't get me wrong, we had a couple drinks, but I was running around. So next time we got to hang, and I didn't even get to bother your kids, but love you. Leslie and Bill walk in. I'm like, Bill, aren't you bartender next door? Because we got drunk one time, and her husband pulled a Gino and just leaned over the bar and started pouring himself a Guinness. And I'm laughing like a monkey. I'm like, he's great. Love that guy. Booze, Gino may be out of the Stuttering John business, and Chad's gay. I am not. Look, I like John, and I'll support him, and I love that he lets Keanu do his stream. He lets me fucking pop on. But John, he even said it. Like, I'm not driving across the bridge for $100, which would be, let me say this to defend it. That's good money for the show it is. Like, I was under the impression it was an old school 3-person show, and Keanu was going to feature, Johnny was going to host, I was going to drive her into a guest spot, and Keanu would get fucking feature money, which for a gig like that, I'm sorry, it's got to be at least $300 or $400. It does. I'm sorry. I don't mean to speak for my wife, okay? But when you're telling me, no, it's like last night, and there's two fucking basically, comedians that are doing it to fill 10 minutes so he doesn't have to pay them, okay? But he does that. I'm sorry. It's like, all right, so everyone gets $100. That's a fair price because you only want me to do 10 minutes but it's not worth it for me to drive over. And in defense of my boy Johnny McCarthy, he wrote, yeah, you don't have to come. I won't be mad. You know, it was just a misunderstanding. So again, it's not worth it for me. You know, I think it's good for my wife. We're going to get her there somehow. Did you, what were you talking to John? You didn't. He said he'll make it right. But again, who? I don't know. Tommy, I don't have his number. Don't you have his number? No, I think he lives in the upper, like, I think he lives like Tojo, are you going? Come pick me up. Yeah. Tojo, you get to drive my wife around. Oh, the rumors. Tojo, isn't Tojo the doorman at the gig, Keanu? Oh, yeah. Tojo, I'm sending someone, everyone. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's why they pay my wife the big money. I'm DMing Tojo. I don't know how. There it is. Hey, wake up and pop on. There. Last we saw him, he was falling asleep. So, yeah, that'd be perfect. And I'll say, I'm a big fan of Tommy Jordan. I love him. He's such an idiot. Yeah, like he's the thing. Here's what I like about Tommy Jordan. He's a dude. And the first time I saw him was outside the Stud Show, and I didn't know him, and I yelled at him like a typical dabbler. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And it was all this bullshit. And then I bumped into him outside a show in December that I did with some buddies, the benefit we do every year at Bullseye. And I just got such a different good vibe from him because I saw what he did. You know, and he likes being in the Dabbleverse. And if you don't get that it's so obvious how like much we all get along, Doom hates Tommy Jordan. No. Doom suddenly, whoever Doom is, yeah, Voltaire, yeah. Listening to, first of all, Voltaire, I did not say listening to Buffalo Ava was a mistake. That's not, I said listening to Ava was a mistake. I didn't say Buffalo. No one said Buffalo. I may have said Buffalo when I was talking. Oh, I was hanging out with Carl last night. My friend Carl. And you know, we talked about football. We talked about the Buffalo Bills. And it was just, oh, I love them. I love them again. I'm over all of it. Oh, Doom is not Mersh. Doom is not Mersh, is it? Yeah, gay, very gay Stone Cold. I love Stone. And by the way, there was a dude, talk about the universe providing, and we'll talk more about Chad lying. There was some dude I met at the beginning, and he's this cool dude, and I think you can see him in a video or two. His name was Chad. And he was he was cool and straight and funny. So we got the opposite of, it was opposite day, because the Chad there was cool, straight, funny, and likable and confident. He was a graduate of Albert Breer's school. He went to the he did not go to seminar. No, we're done here. Yeah, well, yeah, no, don't need a speech. Don't need a speech. We're good. Good on the speech. Don't need it. Oh, shout out Curtis John. Got to pay better attention to this. Keanu is an absolutely amazing comedian, especially with that little bird brain of hers, right, Gene? Isn't that what you texted me? I'm like, no. Who said that? Curtis John. It's not what I texted you. Oh, 151 IQ attorney, Ohio State. We know where he went. Gino, were you listening to Bedabbler No, I was watching Bedabbler. Like Chad Bozemock, shout out Chad. I was watching like, yeah. Rocco's another one that I kind of got feisty with. I'm like, what are you doing? And I love Rocco. Yeah, and why wouldn't I watch that? It was a great look. The guy went over 2,000 views. He's earned it. The guy does a great show. And of course I called it. And because the way Ray lies, excuse me, that's a different. The way he lies, and it was great. Thank you. Yeah, it was so easy. The way Chad lies is insulting because At least give me the respect to give me a lie that's believable. That's how stupid he is. And if you don't get Chad's gay, when he goes up, when I go, Chad, you're gay, you sucked a dildo. I did suck a dildo. Doesn't, and I said me sucking, yeah, on air. But all I said was me sucking a dildo doesn't make you straight. And I sucked the dildo on In Hot Water when Jim Stansel was trying to bang that cat's out of the bag, Jim, because Jim Stansel did. I've kissed Jim Stansel. I don't care. Because if you're straight, you don't care if people think you're gay. And if you're gay, you shouldn't care if people think you're gay. I'm the straight one. Chad's the gay one in that situation. And I'm going to keep calling him gay for no other reason than it bothers him. Trust me, if Chad admitted he was gay, I might start calling him straight to bother him. You know? Hold on. Sure, I sucked a dildo. How's that? Oh, wait, I'll take it off. Yes, of course I sucked a dildo. What man hasn't? Better. I honestly don't know what a 07 is. No, that's a salute. Did you know that, Soviet skunk? That's a salute. Or you knew that and I'm being stupid. What about kissing girls? Don't be gross, Leslie. Don't be gross. Yeah, and all Chad does is, like, it doesn't offend any other comedian that Chad talks like he does and thinks he's a comedian. It will always be what Kevin Downey Jr. said. I don't fucking have time for people that think comedy was their backup plan. I don't. I'll tell you. Shane Gillis, fucking Nate Bargatze. No. Nate Bargatze tells a story like he used to read water meters. That was his fallback plan. And then he's like, I used to read water meters. He's like, then I started doing cruise ships. And once I started doing those, like, that was I'm like, I knew I could do it. And now I give you Nate Bargatze. Okay. Guy's great. All right. I just always said I'm going to do comedy and see what happens. Not the best plan for a lot of people, but that's how I do it. And it works out. Okay. Yeah. And again, the world's falling apart. Did you see this? A buddy of mine sent it to me. My boy Cord Angelucci, if he's in the chat, I will give him props because look at this. As my computer goes slow, probably because I dumped coffee on it. How great is this? Everything is symbolic. Fucking the war started today and we've got the 6 planets aligned. Look at that. Right over the pyramids. They're not in order. Look at that. Uranus. Chad's going to like that. Look how close Uranus is, Chad. Get it? Because he's gay. At one point, I'm doing the set last night, and Chad just goes, excuse me, I made a joke about Chad, and you just hear Anthony during the little break. His timing's amazing. He goes, Chad's gay.
All those girls I had sex with, it was so gross.
Oh. So, and the fact that he, like, watching, like, he was screaming today. You saw him. He was screaming. He came in so hot because he fucking fucked up. He crossed someone with one more brain cell than him. And by the way, the potato, I don't know why does the potato hate me? The potato, don't say, and I had fun with it. He's like, well, you're both hack comics. Fuck you, potato. Come watch my set. Don't ever group me in with fucking Chad. My set has been taped in the Dabbleverse, and fucking I am verified fucking funny. Okay? Chad's a fucking failed hack who lives in Florida. He's like, you feature for Stuttering John. I do sometimes. I also headline all over the country. Okay? I go where I am wanted. I'm not featuring for Stuttering John tonight because I can't fucking spend all my money driving across a bridge when you're booking a show just like that's it. Like it'd be this guy booking the show. He's just doing it to make money. That's why you throw a shit ton of comics on that you don't have to pay. And then you're like, you only did 10 minutes. Bring me out when you need me to do 45 and pay me accordingly. That's it. But again, he said it. He's like, I'm not mad. Yeah. Yeah, Chad's. Oh, I love that fucking dog, De La. Oh, makes me miss my brother's dog. Killers. Yeah, it's all fun to me. I just point out the lies of Chad. It's not. Yeah, it's a full-time gig, and he gets so. I don't know what it is. He doesn't think lying. He must lie so much that he doesn't think lying is lying. It's just lying. I know that makes no sense, but you know what I mean? He doesn't think lying is, I lied. It's like, yeah, I lied. He just talks like lying is a part of dealing with him. And it is. And I won't. And then when he goes, oh, you trash your friendship. That's Chad taking a page out of Ray's book and trying to be a victim. Oh, no. But he makes it sound like I'm fucking burning a friendship over something stupid to make it look like